Comic.
All right, hello everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Comic Book Radio. Thank you for being here. Hope everybody's doing good out there in YouTube and Twitter land. I'm your host, Peter Cimetti. This is episode 198, The Return of Open Mic. Now, for some of you, that might not mean anything. I don't think I've had an open mic show in this format for probably a year and a half or so. But when we were doing it, it was a weekly thing. It ran about 2 years or so between the Alterna Comics YouTube channel and then moving over to my personal channel. And it was Monday first and then a Wednesday, and now it's a Friday. So we're skipping Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now it's also going to be once a month, not once a week. Once a month, the last Friday of every month. So I've got the schedule posted in the community tab if you want to see what that's like. May 31st is the next one. So there's a bit of a wait in between. But on Fridays, it's an open lines type show. So usually there's maybe 2 or 3 open lines shows a month. Those are your topic. You guys, whatever you want to talk about, you come on the air and we talk about it. And then there's a feedback forum show. I'm going to do that once a month. And then there's also going to be this open mic show. Feedback forum is basically just for getting feedback, advice, etc. about your comic and whatnot. If you want to talk about that, you can at that point in time. But tonight is open mic. That is a pitch and promote show. So a couple things. Every person that comes on, I take them in the order in which they pop into the green room backstage. I can only fit, I think, 10 or 12 people back there before it starts saying, okay, hold on. We don't have that yet tonight. Again, it's the first one. I don't know how this is going to go. It could go really good, or it could be like 4 people and that's a show. So everybody that comes on gets 5 minutes. We got our little friend Timey Tim coming back. He's a timer. When he rings, we have to say goodbye, and we bring on the next person. And then they get their 5 minutes. Now, if you have a screen to share, make sure you have that ready to go. A microphone of some kind is mandatory. A camera of some kind is preferred, but not mandatory. And headphones are also preferred, but not mandatory. We can make the best of that. If you've got all 3, you're golden. You're good to go. But a mic, if we can't hear you, I don't speak sign language, so I can't interpret. So you definitely need that mic. Keep that in mind. Could be the mic through the computer, the mic through the camera, a dedicated mic, but we need a mic. But if you've got a screen, again, if you've got a screen to share, because your 5 minutes will be ticking as soon as you come on, make sure to have that screen ready to go. All right. Good? We're all set? Okay. Before we bring on our first person, our first guest of the night, I'm going to say hello to you guys. So we got a Jaded One here. What's up, Jaded One? Hope you're doing good. We got Bobo Ayami here. What's up, Bobo? Good Joe. That's Joe Catapano. Had a good talk with him yesterday. Hope he stops by. Maybe pop on for 5 minutes. Like the old days. We got Kristen Court right here. What's up, Kristen? Thank you for being here. Ravindra in the house as well. We also have Creators Outlet here too. What's up? Seer of All That Is Obvious says, show the Blood Moon logo when you can. All right. So I'll do that. I'll do that once, we have like a lapse in guests. Sound good? All right. As I stall to try to buy time for more people to pop in. Buddha Bear. What's up, Buddha Bear? Thank you for being here. Dr. Mask says, hail Pete, hail chat. What's up, Doc? Hope you're doing good. TJ Rex says Blood Moon looks so cool. Can't wait. I'm glad you guys are digging it. Yeah, Blood Moon's going to be the King Cryptid Chiron Morvel crossover event. Rob and I have a few things we need to talk to you guys about regarding how that's going to go. But that's not for tonight. That's for a future show. Let's see. We got Joe Catapano saying hello to those in the channel, right? Golden Tree TV. What's up, Madison? Hope you're doing good. Doc says this is why you need an elevator pitch. Yeah, this show is good for that. This show was a proving ground for a lot of people, and also for people to get familiar and more accustomed to being on camera or pitching at a show or talking to a retailer or talking to a potential customer. You know, I would notice several people that would come back time and time again, and it would get better and better. You know, it's good to see. So there's a lot of different things that you can learn from being on the show in just 5 minutes. Ken B, what's up, Ken? Hope you're doing good. We got Chris 6 Strings here. What's up, Chris 6? Maddox says, love a good Pete Samedi show. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Happy Friday, Blood Moon. Oh, you guys are digging the Blood Moon stuff, huh? Coming to crowdfunding in July. It's going to be really cool. We got something great for you guys. Oh, can't wait. Cole, what's up, Cole? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Jaded Ones says, hi, Pete. Hi, Joe. Hope everyone's having a good day today. We also have Jesus says, is screen share required to participate? Because I'm a technical idiot. It's not required. It's not required. But, you know, if you do have to show something to the audience, remember, you're not pitching me. Don't try to impress me. You're trying to impress the audience. The ones who are here and the ones who will watch later. You're trying to grab their attention. So if you need to show your screen, if you need to do anything like that, keep that in mind. You also don't need to do that, but it helps, especially if you're showing off a crowdfunding project, a comic, whatever it may be. If you've got a comic that's not a crowdfunding project or not in pre-order, and it's out and available, and you want to just show the physical thing, you could do that too. Maddox says it's the crossover we don't deserve, but we desperately need. Oh, well, man, when you put it that way, we will do our best. The Quaff, what's up, the Quaff? Hope you're doing good. Ravindris is crud. I have no elevator pitch. It'll be okay. Think of this show as you're jumping off the mountain and building your parachute on the way down. Does that frighten you? Does it excite you? We'll see. Raven's Gaze. What's up, Raven's Gaze? Hope you're doing good. Aloise is here too. How's it going, Aloise? Buddha Bear, thank you for gifting 5 comic book radio memberships. So if you guys received a membership gifted from Buddha Bear, congrats and enjoy your stay. Raven's Gaze says it's cool that you support and uplift other creators. That's what I've been doing for 18 years, so why stop now? But yeah, I figure, bring this back once a month to be fun. Again, last Friday of each month, we'll be doing this. 9:30 at night. Let's see here. We got Rick Joseph in the house. What's up, Rick? He says open mic is back. Yeah, Rick knows. Rick remembers. Yeah, there you go. Ravens Gaze, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate that. Let's see. We got anybody else here? If I missed you, if I didn't get a chance to say hi, I apologize. Nothing personal. Oh, Oliver. What's up, Oliver? Squeezed in at the last second right there. All right. So, I would also like to extend to the audience this. Please be kind as much as you can. It may be a very nerve-wracking experience for the people who come on the show. It might be their first ever time doing something like this, and it could be a bit harrowing and stressful. Usually, this audience is fantastic. I don't think I've ever really had a problem with anything in the chat, especially on an open mic show. But it needs to be said, especially where this is the first one. Usually people are very, very respectful and even encouraging. So I hope to see more of that tonight. All right, guys. So we're gonna bring on our first person. We got a bunch of people in the green room waiting. I can see you. You can't see each other, but I see you. So be on your guard, because you never know when I'm gonna call you. All right. Let's break them out. Here we go. Timey Tim. 5 minutes on the clock. Now, in the past, we did 5, but then we started doing 3. Since it's the first time we've been back in a while, I figure let's give 5 minutes. Then, as people get more acclimated, and as the shows fill up and we need more time, we'll go to 3. 5 minutes for Kristen Courtright. What's up, Kristen? Hello, Kristen. You're muted. You're muted. I know it's a first show. There's going to be some bumps.
Hello.
Hello, Kristen. How are you doing?
It's my first time doing anything like this.
No problem.
I am Kristen. Thanks for having me on here.
Yeah, no problem.
Is it sharing my screen?
Yes, it is. I see it. Here we are.
Yeah.
So what have you got for us tonight?
Hey, so this is my project called Black Shadow and the Protectors. So I'm an animator and comic book artist from Louisiana, and this project started a few years ago with a graphic novel by myself and my brother. And this was the first book. It's called Black Shadow: The Beginning, and that focuses on the origin story of the Black Shadow, where he got in a situation where he had to rescue hostages, but he's just a failing inventor. So he had to use his creativity and his gadgets to rescue them. And how he gets the name Black Shadow is because he has a cape that makes him invisible, except for his shadow. So the villains only see his shadow on the floor, and they started calling him the Black Shadow. So at the end of that book, he ends up recruited onto a superhero team, kind of by accident, because they all have powers and he doesn't. So now I have a series. I have issues 1 to 2 out of Black Shadow and the Protectors. And that's about how he learns to work with the team and use his inner strength and his creativity to compensate for having no powers and to beat the villains. And so, like, throughout the series, they're working to uncover the secret plan of the main villain, who's called Malware, and he can control all technology. So they're trying to discover his identity and figure out his plan, while he also works to figure out how to be a superhero without powers.
Very nice. How long have you been working on this?
For a few years. The first book, the Black Shadow: The Beginning graphic novel, released in 2021, but I've just so far had them at local comic conventions in Louisiana. So this is my first Kickstarter. So that's why the new book, issue 3, is available on here, but so is everything else. So you can get the books physically and digitally. And so for the rewards, I have some different covers. I have connecting covers for issues 1 to 3, where I made like a panoramic image of the Black Shadow and how his character develops from when he starts working with the Protectors to when he gains more courage throughout issues 2 and 3.
See, can you scroll up to the top for a second?
Yeah.
I want to see how many days you have left. What have you raised so far?
Yeah, there's 8 days left. So right. I'm trying to get to 1,500. I've got 1,100.
Okay, wow. So you're $397 away?
Yeah. Yeah, about a week to go. So.
All right. So this is on Kickstarter right now. Black Shadow and the Protectors #3. Do me a huge favor. Can you put the link in the private chat for me? This way I can put that out there into the chat for everybody.
Oh wait, where's the private chat?
Do you see on the right? You should see comments, private chat.
Right, yeah.
You should see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, put the Kickstarter link in the private chat, and then I'll post it up there for you. Oh,
Yeah.
looks like never mind. You don't have to do that. Our moderators, thank you guys for being on this. Cole King, Metatron's Cube, thank you guys for putting that up there. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. So you guys can go check that out. It's on Kickstarter. There's 8 days left. Before you go, where can they find you, Kristen?
So I'm mainly on Instagram as KK_animator. I'll put that on Instagram. That's where I am. And then I also have Black Shadow and the Protectors on Facebook.
Okay, fantastic. That 5 minutes flew by. There you go. Kristen's in the chat. So KK Animator, and you said that's Instagram?
Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Kristen. And congrats on being the first guest on the Open Mic Returns show. Much appreciated. Thank you for being here, and best of luck with your project, too.
Thank you.
All right. Take it easy. All right. So we do have a couple people here in the green room waiting. So I'm going to do any more stalling to get people here. 5 minutes on the clock. For who? We shall see. The 5 minutes goes by fast, as you guys could tell. So get ready. Ravindra, what do you got for us tonight, Ravindra? You got a little bit of something that's like in the way of the camera. What is that? And don't say oh no. You're here on your own accord. What's going on with is there like a plastic or something? Note. Oh, okay. Oh, well, now it's really covering you up. Now I feel like I'm interviewing someone from Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
a plastic.
Okay. All right. Ravindra, what have you got for us tonight?
Well, I mean, like, honestly, most of my story is kind of like.
Oh no, are you muted? Did something happen?
Yeah, so my story is a lot into more of the conspiracy side of things. So it's like, no, I'm not. Oh, I think I'm lagging.
Perhaps. The audio's getting kind of funky for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you okay? Okay. Yeah. Keep talking. What's your story about?
I'll try to keep this short as possible. So. Okay, so my story is basically about one man against the world, and he's all alone in the fight. And
do you have YouTube open on your end?
Well, he's fighting against all this occult.
Ravindra, do you have YouTube open on your end? Close that, because you're gonna get double audio, and it's gonna be very difficult for you to maintain.
Now I can't even hear you. What's going on? You gotta be kidding me.
Are you here? Can you hear me? What's going on?
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you, yeah. Can you hear me?
You can hear me. Okay, so my story is basically about one man who's fighting against the world, and he's all alone in the fight, but he doesn't do it because he wants to. It's because there's someone he needs to protect as a result of this conflict. But unfortunately, this girl he's protecting is a goddess from the dark age of Babylon. So it's like it goes into a bit more of a, how would you say, it would go into more of the Anunnaki phases of history. So it's like I'm trying to do something where it's like the hidden history of humanity itself. And it would go into like some territories involving, how would you call it?
You don't need to explain past that. What I want to know now is who's making the book with you. If it's just you, then that's cool too. But who's making the book? You just want to think about this, and this goes for everybody else. Who, what, where, when, why. All right. So, who is making the book, and also the characters that are in the book? What's going on in the book? What's your part in the book? Where does it take place? Where are you going to launch the book or sell the book? You see what I'm saying? You go on, and then when and why, and you can. So you want to have all 5 of those for the book and for yourself too. So let's start with that. So who's making the book?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. It's just that you're lagging. For some reason you're lagging on my end.
I don't know
Okay,
why.
I'm the sole creator of the book. And the main character. Okay. And the main character is Ciricius.
What's the main
The main
character's
character
name?
is Ciricius, and what he does in the story is basically fight against 4 dark beings of the Bible, known as Moloch, Baal, Adramelech, and Shemash. These are very prominent figures in biblical references, right? So I'm making them the sole focus of the story because they're the ones orchestrating events to bring forth their plan to ascend to another universe. But this one man, Circe, stands in their way, but he doesn't do it because he knows about it. He's just incidentally a person who's just trying to save this one girl that is key to their plan. So it's kind of like a comical situation, but the first chapters of the story starts as a bit more of a depressed take because it shows that he lives a sad life. It's like he's doing this for someone who won't love him, but he'll do it anyway
Ravinder,
because he loves.
I hate to cut you off. We have run out of time, but is this book in production right now? Is it in pre-order or is it in development? What's up with it?
Yes. God. The lag is killing me.
That's some pretty serious lag.
The lag is killing me. I cannot do this. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I am
like
so sorry.
About
it's
a
like
15
there's
second
so much
lag. Wow.
distance.
All right. No worries. If you have a link for it, put it in the private chat or get it out there onto the chat if you can. But if you're not a mod, put it in the private chat and then I'll put it out there. If you don't have a link for it, then that's all we could do right now. But I got to bid you adieu. And I'm sorry about the lag tonight. That's rough.
Yeah.
All right. I see you've got a link for it. I'm going to put that in the regular chat
I mean,
there.
it's a free comic, so, but yeah, just cut me off right now. Oh my goodness.
It's all right.
Yeah, man.
Just
really
breathe.
shocked
It's
that
cool.
It's this bad. My internet should be good right now.
Things happen. Technology. What can you say? All right. Thank you so much, Ravindra. Have a great night. And hopefully you'll be back on again in some way, shape, or form. Appreciate it. It's fine. You did all right. Don't worry about it. Take it easy, man. All the best. All right. Again, it's a live show. Sometimes there's issues. I've had issues sometimes. Hell, I have issues all the time. That's neither here nor there. Ravindra, I'm sure next month we'll see him then. And I bet everything will be great. All right, 5 minutes to go for the next individual, which is Madison. What's up, Madison?
How's it going, Pete? Can you hear me good?
I can hear you. What have you got for us tonight?
I got 2 things that I want to share. The first is going to be right now we have the pre-orders for our samurai story, Eta, about a young samurai in his quest to become Lord. I have a trailer. I can kind of show you a little better than I can tell you. If you don't mind, can I play that?
Yeah, sure.
Sekai was always afraid of the dark, a trait unbecoming of a samurai.
I haven't followed the path of Buddha, but tonight I ask for finality. I have persevered from the low to realize my moment, my dream. Rashid Sapas!
But what Sekai lacked in courage, he made up in ambition, skill, and perseverance. To become a lord, how far would he go? What lines would he cross? And where will loyalties die?
You must flee.
Never.
To become a lord, this is my dream.
All right.
Okay, and that's the trailer. So that's essentially the gist of what it's about. We're doing our pre-orders for issue 4. It's only 99 cents on our website, goldentreepublishing.com. So it's 99 cents for any of the digital issues. So what we're doing too with our pre-order for issue 4 is if you do a pre-order for issue 4, you can get a free digital comic on our website as well, anyone you want. Which if you haven't read the series, you probably want to start with, get the free one as issue 1 and get started there. So we're doing the pre-orders for that. And then also I am going to go here. We have we're in the pre-order phase for our Kickstarter for Unicorn Melee Maneaters, which is going to be a graphic novel, but what we're doing is it's going to be 6 chapters long. So we're making the Kickstarter the chapter exclusive. So each Kickstarter will be 1 chapter. It'll be the only place where you can essentially get a single issue versions of this book. So that'll be 6 covers ultimately, and 6 issues. After the 6 Kickstarters are done, it'll only be sold as a graphic novel. So those will be definitely collector's items because we will not be selling this as single issues.
When you say 6 covers, are you meaning 6 covers per issue, or do you mean?
No, just 1 cover per issue. Maybe there might be like 1 or 2 like variant covers, but essentially what I'm saying, yeah, 6. Ultimately, there'll be 6 individual covers for the for each chapter, essentially, which will be delivered as an issue. And this is about a blacksmith called a Forge Wizard. And he receives a request from an old friend for immediate aid, and he's thrust into a life or death battle against evil and deception. But you can also check the link out for the pre-order. I guess I can put that in the private chat.
Yeah, put that in the private chat, and then I'll put that out there for everybody.
Let me do that. And then, yep, right now we're just in the pre-order phase. So it's just, signing up to be notified. But you can also go to goldentreepublishing.com, and we have all this information on it, as well as a nice trailer for it as well. But it's a little over 5 minutes, so I didn't show it.
Oh man, that's a long trailer.
It's almost like a mini movie, so you can get your popcorn for it. Yeah.
All right. Well, Madison, thank you so much. Before you go, where can they find you?
You can find us at goldentreepublishing.com. And then it's Golden Tree Publishing on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And it's Golden Tree TV on YouTube.
All right. Fantastic. All right, man. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. We are moving along. We've had 3 guests. Let's see. We got 4, 5, 6, 7. We got a bunch of people here waiting in the back. All right. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for being here. 5 minutes on the clock for our next guest, the Quaff. What's up?
Hello! How are we doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
What have you got for us tonight?
All right. Well, I will share my screen real quick. We've got the next Shotgun Samurai book currently in fulfillment.
Oh, congrats. That's great.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, so this is the Indiegogo campaign for Shotgun Samurai Legends. I think I may have come on here when with this book.
Yes.
Before you finish this. Yeah, right? Yeah. I remember. So yeah, finally it's here, guys. So it's exciting.
Fantastic, man. So what's this book all about?
So basically, Shotgun Samurai, the whole thing is it's imagine your typical samurai ronin traveling across Japan, trying to make amends with his past. Done a lot of bad things, and he's just trying to seek redemption, trying to die in peace. You know what I mean? And then you throw a shotgun in there. Shotgun Samurai. That's how we do it, baby. But yeah, so it's a story of redemption. It's pretty much like, your wandering samurai just dealing with the demons of his past. And Shotgun Samurai Legends dives deeper into the past of the main characters of Shotgun Samurai. So, if you've read this one, Volume 1, and you know and love the characters, then you'll love Shotgun Samurai Legends. But if you haven't read this one and you want to get to know the characters before you jump into this big boy, Shotgun Samurai Legends.
Very nice. You want to scroll through the campaign? You got a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'm in control of that, right?
Yes, indeed.
So we got we got this tier here, one of everything, so you can get everything in here that's part of the campaign. And we got a couple you got two covers here to choose from. We got Adam Miller, and then we got a PM Antunes, kind of more of a anime style. And if you haven't read Volume 1, but you want to catch up on it, then check out here, Shotgun Samurai Volume 1. This is going to be the second printing of that. And so here's some interior art from Jose Garcia. I'm sure a lot of us have seen his work around.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, he pairs perfectly with Shotgun Samurai. He knows how to do all the action, all the cool stuff. So you're gonna love that story. This one features the Shotgun Samurai himself, and then we got featuring George, the ramen chef. It's a fun little story about little tale of him and in his ramen shop. And then we got Tofu, the lady ninjas. You gotta love lady ninjas, right? Kunoichi.
So you've got 3 books on this, or is it 3 stories inside of the book?
It's 3 stories in this one book.
Oh, okay, great. How big's the book?
It's about 60 pages.
Nice.
Yeah, so one's like 22, the other one's 12, and this one's actually 18 now. Oh, that's an old number, but yeah. So you could it's 3 stories involving the 3 characters. A lot of action, a lot of cool. If you know me, I got a great eye for the dynamism and the sequences. But so basically that's what I got here to offer. And if you want posters, we got some posters. So
How much is the book?
Right. Oh, so right now $20 per book. And we got the big one, Shotgun Samurai Volume 1 for, what is that? You can get that here, $30, or here $50 for both of them together.
How big was the first one? That was a big book, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was almost 288 pages.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can grab this one there. But yeah.
Man, oh man. Well, thank you, Cole King, for putting up the link there for Shotgun Samurai Legends. This is in demand right now?
Yeah, it's in demand.
Okay, fantastic.
All right,
And you're fulfilling everything?
Right now, fulfilling these ones and right here, I'm still waiting for the second printing of this book to come in. So that's gonna be hopefully not too much longer. But yeah, these are going out right now.
All right, great. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. Before you go, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at RealQuaff. Got it right there. That's pretty much the only place I am. I have a YouTube channel, but last time I updated it was like a year ago. So,
All right. Well, sounds good. Thank you so much for stopping by again, and best of luck with the In Demand and the future of the campaign. Oh, but
Thanks.
one question before you go. Do you have another book coming out after this one? Is there a series of this?
Yeah, I will continue Shotgun Samurai. This story. There's a little preview of of the next chapter of Shotgun Samurai in this book as well. So,
Okay.
You can see where the story is going to go from there.
Fantastic. All right, man. Thank you so much again, and have a great night.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get 5 minutes on the clock for our next guest. Keep things moving along. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys for being here as well. And also to our mods that have been posting up links. Thank you guys. Much appreciated. 5 minutes for Joe Catapano.
Wow. It's been a long time, Pete. Too long.
Far too long.
Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting to do a pitch without a conversation. So I used to do these pitches back in the day when we first had your open mic back in the day, and now I've got second book for Star Circuit. It's chapter 2 called Synchronicity. It's a 72-page cyberpunk book that follows right after the events of chapter 1. The story is about a street racer who has a delusion to be able to beat the best racers in the future, which are androids now. So in this future, every pretty much task is done by androids now, and not only that, all the best competition, especially in racing, in this pop culture world of racing, is particularly done by androids, and the best done by androids. So Star Circuit, if we look through here, we have a campaign that's pretty colorful, really vibrant. It's a story written and drawn by me, and also we have a variant cover by Rob Willis. So you have an option here to get my cover or Rob Willis's cover, and if you get the catch-up tier at the very top here called From the Beginning, you'll see that you'll be able to get Chapter 1, which is a 32-page book that really launched the story. Chapter 1, the street racer that we follow is it's kind of like a daredevil type of reckless kind of guy running from his past and just avoiding all types of responsibility. So,
is it okay over there? I'm hearing all kinds of bells hitting the ground.
I know. This is the problem when you teach your dog to ring a bell. This is the dangers. I'm like trying to keep focused, ignore the bell. It's okay. He does that all the time. Anyway, so we have a situation where you can get the chapter 2, which is a new cover, and you can follow the main character who gets this glitch that occurs in his ARC system, which is a chip that everybody has in their brain. And after that, something happens where the villain can now track him. So because of that, assassins are on his tail, and these little assassins here, and they, I wouldn't say little, but these assassins are after him, and that's pretty much the real conflict in book 2. So you have the option here to get either book. On the campaign, we got a lot of the characters. I've showed this off a lot of times. Even last night, we showed off a lot of the pages. But yeah, I'm the artist and writer for this.
Fantastic, man. Well,
yeah, it's very close to me. It's a story about connections. A lot of my struggles in life is how to do your best and achieve great things, and at the same time keep connections with everyone. So it's a story that is kind of like I said, dear to me, but also inspired by a lot of the just struggles that I see around me, especially in today's world, and in the future we can just see how we're going to be more connected and yet less connected to what really matters as time goes forward. So it's a great book. I think it's the best work that I've done so far. And like I said last night, it's a very good pace in this book. The pacing is way better than what I'd say I did in the first book. If you guys want to check out the first book, though, the very top here with the link. Let's see. Here, right under the blurb here is a little link that you click, and you can be sent over to the free preview of Chapter 1, and that will get you started. Otherwise, just head to Indiegogo, pick one of the tiers. There's a tier with a sketch card, original page, or Rob Willis's original artwork, and you'll find something that fits for everybody.
Is the first book absolutely mandatory?
Absolutely. There's no, like, you can jump in and you can probably piece things together and it wouldn't be too bad, but book 1 is really the catalyst to the story. So you're going to miss a little bit of that status quo that the hero goes through in the beginning, and you're going to miss a little bit of that in book 1.
All right. Man. 5 minutes are up. They go by fast.
Yeah, dude, this is a blast, Pete. It's really bringing back memories.
Yeah. I can imagine, man. But Joe, thank you so much. It's great talking to you again. If you guys missed yesterday, Joe was on the show. He was the guest of last night. You guys can listen to that conversation if you'd like and get more of an idea of who Joe is, what he does. But Joe, thank you so much for stopping by. All the best of luck to you on Star Circuit Chapter 2.
Best of luck with your new open mic sequence here.
Thank you, man. Before you go, where can they find you?
I have 2 things. I'm on Twitter at @CatapanoArt, which is below my name. And then you can find Good Joe Art. That's my YouTube channel. It's getting pretty big these days, and we talk about breaking down all your favorite artists and figuring out what makes cool comic art so cool.
All right. Have a great night, man. Good to see you.
You too. Best of luck.
All
Peace.
the best. All right. Let's see. Keep this moving along here. 5 more minutes on the clock for our next guest. And that would be Jesus Marquez. What's up?
Oh, hey. You call me drawing. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you? What have you got for us tonight?
Very good. Very good. I'm very excited. This is my first time ever streaming or anything. I've been watching, but I'm never involved. Sometimes I'm in Geronimo's and I'll leave a silly comment and stuff like that. So this is pretty cool. I'm really
good.
excited.
I'm glad you're taking the leap.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. Probably not gonna use the whole 5 minutes. You never know. It goes by quick, like you said. But
okay.
I just wanted to tell the audience about a project that I'm working on. It is on Kickstarter. It's based on and I'd be surprised if you didn't know this. It's based on a movie in the early 50s called Robot Monster. Are you aware of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the fishbowl, ape body, alien guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's based on that? Is that like a public domain movie? Yeah.
Yeah. It's based on that. I have a whole team of guys that are. I'm just a part of it. I'm a cog in the machine. This isn't my Kickstarter. I'm just an artist that's involved in it. They asked me to join up, and I'm doing a story. So the whole comic's going to be in 3D. So we're going to try to kind of capture that kind of old school, B movie, live in 3D type of thing.
Well, you mean like 3D, like you could put on 3D glasses?
3D glasses, yeah.
Oh, man, that's cool.
Style. Yeah. Like I had mentioned earlier, I'm the idiot that doesn't know how to do any technical stuff. So this would have been that. Yeah, that's me. This would have been a perfect time to really share my screen because there are some great images. But the good thing is that if you do go on Kickstarter, we're one of those highlighted campaigns, and we're literally the first thing that pops up when you put in look at that. Wow. You guys are incredibly efficient in Alterna. Look at that. Holy moly.
Cole's awesome with this.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's so awesome. Because I'm an idiot. I want to be able to do this. We're very close to reaching our goal. I think we're like 83% funded. So, and there's 12 days left of the campaign. So once I think I heard you speak about doing this last week, I was like, oh, let me see if I could go, get on and because we're kind of down the wire. But I think I feel good about it. I think it's gonna.
How many days do you have left? Did you say?
12.
12, and how close are you to the goal, monetarily speaking?
We're 83% funded, so it's like like 3,500, maybe close to four grand. So it's not
Okay.
not too bad.
Yeah.
My story specifically, I don't want to give a lot away because it's almost kind of like an anthology. Like we're gonna kind of take the characters and like where they wound up. You know, well, Survivor. Spoiler alert: the movie came out in 1953. But we're gonna kind of take those themes and kind of like where the characters went, and we're gonna kind of put them in some weird situations. So my story, the thing that hooked me was, not to give anything away, it's Roman, the alien, the ape guy, Roman, and luchadors. So I was like, I'm in. So what I do have to show is some samples of.
Nice.
This is me trying to figure out, you know, Roman and you know how he moves and putting him in a wrestling ring and whatnot. And there it is.
Now the whole book is going to be in 3D.
Yeah, that's what.
So there's
that's what
got to
I'm
be
told.
like the obligatory like things going like getting thrown at the
Yeah,
reader, right?
yeah. That was my first initial. That's where I came up with like this thing where you know he's gonna chuck him right at you.
Yeah.
So the bell rang. I didn't even get to
I know
go through the murderer's
you
row.
thought you couldn't get to
I
5
know.
minutes. 5 minutes.
But there's a
goes
murderer's
fast.
row. There's a murderer's row. We just got Hillary Barta is going to be involved in it. I just found out yesterday. I was like, holy moly. Jeff Slemmon's painted cover. There's 2 different covers. It starts at $25 a copy. I'm in it. Tom Hall, Paul Castiglia, who's worked on Ninja Turtles, Archie Comics, Murderer's Row. And then me.
Fantastic.
I'm not one of the murderers, but
Now, God Hand Studio is asking 3D as in holographic. I don't think.
no.
I don't
what-
think. Yeah, it's not going to be like a hologram type book. It's like 3D.
no, it's like
glasses.
old school 3D. Yeah, the blue and the red.
Now, are
That'd be
3D
cool, man, if it was a
glasses?
hologram.
Do you know if the 3D glasses are coming with every book?
That was a question that I had, and I haven't received an answer. I would assume, but I don't want to say.
Oh,
you know,
I
but
hope so.
I know, yeah, because
hope so.
that was one of the things I was like, because usually back in the day they came with the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because not everyone's just got 3D glasses.
Well, where do you get that? I mean, I guess Amazon. Amazon sells everything.
Yeah, you probably could. Although I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, it's but if they're not including 3D glasses with them, that's a miss. Oh,
I don't want to say that they're not. I don't want to do that to.
Okay.
I don't want to do that to the guys. So.
Well, you know what, Geeks Do Network, unfortunately, not all of us are as cool as you. I have misplaced my 3D glasses over the years.
I haven't had 3D glasses since Freddy was dead. So.
Oh, man.
That was a long time.
That takes me back. But you guys can go. Cole King put the Kickstarter link up there. You guys can go
Thank
check
you so
that
much.
out. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on board here and stopping by.
I appreciate it.
But
Thank you so
before
much.
go, where can they find you?
Well, me personally, my art is on Instagram. It's at the Jesus Marquez. I got it right there. And there's some information on the project up there as well. And I'm just updating as much as I can with that. So
Fantastic, man. All right. Well, thank you so much again for stopping by, and best of luck with your campaign.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good one,
All right,
Pete.
man.
Good night.
Take it easy. See, Perth says, who doesn't own 3D glasses? I have multiple pairs. Look, you know, it shouldn't be a shame stream here for those of us who don't have 3D glasses anymore at this point. Okay, Perth? All right. You're the coolest guy in the room. You happy now? But yeah, if that campaign isn't having 3D glasses either coming with the book or even available for a minimal fee, oh, that's a miss. I'm going to have to check that campaign out later, though. But anyway, let's bring on the next guest. It's been good so far. Good for an open mic returns. You know, you never know what the hell's going to happen on these shows, much less when they come back after a year and a half. Could have been almost no one here. All right, we got 5 minutes for Ken B. What's up, Ken?
What is going on, my brother? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, what have you got for us tonight?
All right, fantastic. Well, I got 2 projects for you. The first one is Anvil Magazine #4. I'm doing a story called The Helm with TJ Marquise. It's kind of like a street level vigilante, TMNT, old school Peter Laird, Kevin Eastman kind of deal. Let's see if I can share the screen. And show
Yeah, if you can share the screen, that'd be great.
Show you a sneak peek of it real quick. I have no idea how to do that on the phone. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I don't know if I've never used StreamYard on the phone.
Yeah, that might have been a miss. All right.
I don't know if that's possible.
That's all right.
Where can it be found? What should people?
Anvil Magazine #4. You can find that right now. The pre-orders are up on Indiegogo, and I think we're going live in June, I believe, when the live campaign will be. So you can kind of jump in on it early now. You can find that at Anvil Magazine on Twitter.
Anvil Magazine. All right. So, mods, if we can find Anvil Magazine #4, you said on Indiegogo?
Yeah, it's like an anthology magazine. So I think ours is actually one of 2 that's actually a comic, and then the others are like short stories and prompts and stuff like that. So it's kind of a mixed bag of, Iron Age type stuff. So pretty cool thing. The other thing is actually a solo project that I dropped a link in the chat. Tight. Thank you for looking out, mods. Is a solo project of mine, Bloodbot Comics. It's called Pulpit #1. There's a link to it in the chat at Gumroad. So it's kind of like an ashcan thing. I've been working on this project for a little bit, and I kind of got to a place where I said, you know what? I'm going to just let it rip, let the people see what it's about a little bit, and just get kind of a taste. We're going to be having a deluxe version, so to speak, much higher page count, probably full color as well. Just, how that stuff goes, right? You gotta what budget allows, what budget and time. But Pulpit's kind of that's my baby. So basically, what that is a culmination of me being a comic fan for a long time, but also me being a born again believer, right? Which I know like moans from the crowd, but the thing is that there's a lack of sincerity in comics when it comes to faith-based things. Like angels are always cool, swords are always cool, but if you bring up like Jesus, it's instantly like Bible Man and like Veggie Tales, right? Like I don't really get it, because who should be dropping fire books more than the people who ain't going to hell, right? Like what more level of inspiration could you possibly have than to have eternal life because you believed in the blood of the only begotten Son of God? Amen. So with Pulpit, the main theme is a character named Silas Santos. He's a pastor that was a retired superhero named Power Star. Give you the quick version. We dive right into a situation where an old foe comes back, one that he may or may not have killed. That's kind of left ambiguous. It's going to be unraveled as we go through the story. But the point of it is to just show what faith looks like when you're making hard decisions. Like, what point does somebody, are they irredeemable? Where wickedness is too wicked? Kind of like the old Batman paradox, right? Like, should he kill the Joker or whatever? But also just taking a serious look at the fact that humans are messy, right? We're screwed up. We're a little crazy. Just because you have faith, just because you're a Christian, doesn't make you less that. And this book is a reflection of what that is. So stylistically, real quick, I heard the buzzer. It's kind of like if John Wick, Dragon Ball Z, and like Spawn got mixed in a blender. that's what the aesthetic looks like. So unfortunately, that sucks. I can't share my screen, but if you guys follow me on Instagram at Bloodbot Comics or at RTKenB, on Twitter, I think should be, look at that right there. I have a bunch of stuff there that you can check out and kind of see what the general vibe is. I did a bunch of King Cryptid stuff too, by the way. I'm super pumped for Blood Moon.
Oh, cool! Thank you, man.
So I got a bunch of King
Much
Cryptid
appreciated.
fan art and Mighty Mascots and some other. A big fan of Alterna. But,
awesome, man. Thank you.
Also, I got 3D glasses and Valiant Vision glasses just to take it to the next level. If
Look
anybody
at that.
remembers Valiant Vision glasses,
Now Ken's the coolest guy in the room. It's like one up in Perth.
But yeah, so yeah, catch the Pulpit Ashcan. It's only $3. You know, get it right then and there. We're gonna have, if you follow me on Twitter, any of that stuff, I will have regular updates. So when we go to a printed version, you guys will be the first to know. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Stay blessed, my friends.
All right, fantastic, man. Thank you for stopping by, Ken. Hope you have a great night.
And
and
you too,
best
brother.
of luck with the book and everything else.
Thank you.
Take it easy. All right, let's see here. Hey, Kier Covington. What's up, Kier? Speaking of King Cryptid, Blood Moon. Here's the artist of issue 4 and 9, and also of Blood Moon and Blood Realm 17 and 18. Look at that. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Kier. All right, 5 minutes on the clock for our next guest. Let's see who that is. We have King Leek. What's up, King Leek?
Howdy, howdy, Mr. Smetty. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? What have you got for us tonight?
Not too bad, not too bad. So I have, right now it's in pre-sign-up, I have the Neon Revenant Volume 1, Chapter 1, presented by Rock Hard Comics, which is the name of my imprint. So...
Awesome. Do you have a screen to share or anything like that?
Give me 1 second.
And also, if you want... oh, I see you got the link there in the private chat. Fantastic. I'll put that in the comments for people.
All right, give me 1 second. 5 minutes.
No problem. Oh, man. Cole, you beat me to it. Cole's just super fast tonight.
Boom, there we go.
All right. King Leek has his screen shared. All right. What's this about?
All right, so basically, the main character, Irina Sokovich Blair, she was a U.S. Army combat veteran and a Texas police officer. When her and her family are out and about on town, unfortunately, they are brutally murdered. After some time, she soon reawakens and now has new abilities and pretty much wants answers on why her family was targeted. And then, as the story goes on, hopefully with more chapters come about, it gets deeper into a strange conspiracy that's been going on for a couple hundred years.
Man. Is this the first book in the series?
Yes, this will be the first book. The artist who will be working on it is Tank Ferret. And the editor is Red Valkyrie, who I'm pretty sure you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And also, even though the pre-sign-up is on Indiegogo, this will be releasing on Fund My Comic, because based on the subject matter, and this is very much an adult book. I would not recommend it for children whatsoever. So I don't know how Indiegogo is going to react to that.
I mean, usually they're okay about it unless you put something that is what they would deem to be over the top and gore or whatever. But subject matter, they usually tend to be fine with it unless there's something visually being depicted. But so you're having the pre-launch sign up on Indiegogo, and it's not launching on Indiegogo. It's going to launch on Fund My Comic.
Yes, so that way once it launches on Fund My Comic, I have my email set up to where it's going. As soon as it launches, it's going to send an email out to everyone. But we are also holding on July 3rd, late July 3rd, we will be holding a launch party on Red Valkyrie.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And then late July 3rd, it'll go in. As soon as it strikes midnight Eastern time, boom, we'll go ahead and launch the comic and, launch the campaign. The campaign, we are going to try to keep it as open as long as possible. We're going to keep it open until it's funded.
Okay. Can you scroll back up again?
No.
I want to make sure people can really see the what you're talking about here. All the way to there, yeah. Now, does Fund My Comic, I'm not familiar too much, does Fund My Comic have a pre-launch sign-up type thing at all?
As of right now, last time I checked, they do not. So that's why I'm going through Indiegogo for now.
Oh, wow, okay.
So But like I said, Tank Fair, he's going to be working on it. Also, we do have the main cover is being done by Mike McMahon, and we will have a variant available. The variant is going to be done by Irene Strikalski.
Oh, okay. All right, very nice. And thank you, Brian, for putting the trailer link up there. You guys can go check that out. And also the Twitter for King Leak.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right, very nice. Man, so the Neon Revenant Volume 1, Chapter 1, you guys can sign up for that on Indiegogo, but it will be launching on Fund My Comic. And before you go, where can they find you?
Well, on Twitter, you find me KingLink86, as says in my name right there.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you for stopping by, man.
All right, thank you.
And best of luck with your campaign.
Thank you, sir.
All right, take it easy. Have a good one. All right, man. I'm not super familiar. If you guys in the chat have used Fund My Comic, have you ever signed up for a pre-launch thing? Because now, come to think of it, I don't think we did Alternoween on Indiegogo, on Fund My Comic, and on our site, and I can't remember a sign-up option anyway on Fund My Comic. Maybe Luke's working on it. I know that's still it's become very popular very quickly, but it's still pretty new. So hopefully that's something that'll get done soon. All right, 5 minutes on the clock for our next guest. That'll be Picarder. How are you?
Good, Peter. How are you?
I'm good. What have you got for us tonight?
Well, I am working away at this Color Watcher book that I'm making. It's so, I don't know, I can just put this in the chat, can
I? Put it in the private chat if it's a link, and then I'll put it in the chat for everybody else. Because you got to be a mod to be able to.
If you'll bear with me, I will. So we're Canadian, so there's a U in our Color Watcher.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure that's a disadvantage already, but let me just spring on you.
A nice superfluous U.
Yeah, exactly, right? There's a silent P on the... Okay. So,
all right, there it is.
It's hard being a beach bum, especially when an invading race blows up your beach. Billy thinks he has it all figured out, selling disposable, cross-polarized glasses with the built-in Level 4 Gaussian wavelet color splitter on the sands of XOXO to Larkin Beast watching tourists. Suddenly, his job is abruptly terminated, along with the planet. A fresh, unemployed Billy snags a courier gig carrying a parcel to the disreputable dark matter planet, which seems safe enough till he meets his bodyguard, a lethal Mifrix. Will shotgun sludge and flying fists, star-shipped over plenty perilous parsecs, force Billy back into the unemployment line? Other than being 1/16th gray, he's only human. So this is the story of Color Watcher.
Do you have a screen to share or anything that we could see?
You know what? I'm experiencing technical difficulties.
No problem.
But I guess, how does that work? Screen share.
If you went down to present, and then it says share screen, and then that should pop up with a tab or a window or something like that.
Present. All right.
And then you have to have it open already, but it should be able to take you from there.
Let's see if I can do it.
Oh, there you are. All right.
Yeah, that there is Thuck. He is one of the cosmic despots that is basically a narcissistic prick. And
aren't they all?
Yeah, you know. And his big thing right now is dictators and dick pics. And he basically kind of like finds which dictator has the best dick pic, and he kind of is a connoisseur of them.
Got to pass the time somehow, I suppose.
Well, you know, yeah. You do. You do.
Now, do you have any interior images or anything else to show other than this?
Let's see.
Or is this a video? It looks like it's a video.
There are. Well, it's the website. So this is the only thing. I am cheating a bit because it's not
Okay. I
strictly
see.
comics. Let me see if I can. Now we're cooking with gasoline.
What are you looking for? What are you trying to find?
Oh, I'm just looking for a good image to share with you guys.
Okay.
But anyway, I'll. In the meantime, basically, it's a lot of funny stuff. It's kind of inspired by things like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I've been watching Farscape lately, and I've been kind of inspired by that.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of the vibe of this?
Oh, all right. Well, yes, indeed. It's
All right.
it's not quite just all explosions, but there's explosions.
All right, man. So colorwatcher.com. Everybody in America, put that U in there.
Yes, I know. We'll
So
have to.
colorwatcher.com.
Yeah.
JW's in Australia and says color is the correct spelling.
Well, thank you, JW.
There you go.
And it's not the same without you. Thanks for your time, brother.
No problem. Thank you for stopping by and sharing that with us. Before you go, where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter at Black Donalds, BLACDONALDS.
All right, fantastic. All right, man. Well,
All right.
you have a great one.
Keep on trekking.
You too. Keep boldly going.
To infinity.
Take it easy. All the best. All right. Now, that was it for the guests for tonight, I think. That's the thing, right? With open mic, we've had shows. I think there was one show that went almost 3 hours because I don't end the show till there's no more guests. And then we've had shows that were like 20 minutes. So tonight, 1:10 for now. Not too bad for the return. Now, I do have a couple things to show you guys as was requested earlier. You guys wanted to see the Blood Moon logo. So this is the Blood Moon logo. This was a lot of fun. I love coming up with the title logos, the title design, all of that. And this is something that me and Robert Geronimo, along with Kier Covington doing the art, and Rob and Christian Rossi are going to be sharing color duties. We're coming together with this book here, King Cryptid and Chiron Morvel. So Chiron is from the Blood Realm book that Rob Geronimo does, and King Cryptid is from the eponymous King Cryptid, which is my book. Coming to crowdfunding in July 2024. So we're bringing this to Indiegogo and the Alterna site as well, alternacomics.com. This, is there a more epic word than epic? Because that's what this would be. Essentially, there's an ancient evil that is threatening to control all life across all dimensions. And King Cryptid and Chiron Morvel get sucked into this cosmic battle. At first, they're not even aware of it. King Cryptid's not even aware of it. But he becomes aware of it pretty fast. And he goes from Earth to the land of Mordrin, which is in a completely different dimension. It's not even a dimension that exists within the realm of our universe as we know it. So we see these two meet, and so much goes down, especially within the context of the story, where if you guys have been reading King Cryptid or you've been reading Blood Realm, you're going to get so much out of it. But if you haven't, you can dive right into this book. You can get right into it. You're going to get acclimated very quickly to the world and the characters. And you should not feel lost at all. And that's how we're setting it up. And there's things that happen in this book that will impact both the King Cryptid series and the Blood Realm series. Now, this is an outside of the serialization of both titles. It's a standalone event, 80-page graphic novel. The graphic novel in and of itself, I got to talk to you guys with Rob. We got to have a talk to all the potential backers and readers out there about a couple things we're going to do with the book and with the campaign. So I'll talk about that more with him and with you guys at a later date. But I can't wait to get this out to you guys. This is something that is... I've never had that kind of back and forth. I've known Rob for a long time, and when we were brainstorming about the plot for this, the ability for us to kind of play off of each other to make the story the best it could possibly be was fantastic. We ironed out the first part. We're going to iron out the second part. And I'm seeing pages come in from Keir Covington, who's doing the art. We're going to have the first 5 pages available for you guys. To describe them would be doing them an injustice, because you have to see these. They're great. So they'll be done soon. And then we'll be able to show you. But it's fantastic. I cannot wait. So Blood Moon coming to crowdfunding in July 2024. And there's the title design, the logo for it. And we'll be moving forward with that. Now, speaking of Blood Realm, Rob's Dawn of the Wolf campaign is currently at, let's see, I believe he's got 24 or 25 backers from the Alterna site. So he's got well over 200 backers at this point in total between the Indiegogo and the Alterna site. On Alterna, he's just got issues 15 to 18. They're not signed, but you can get them there. If you want to get them signed, which would be great too, you can get them instead on the Indiegogo that he's got. And the link for that I'll be putting right here in the chat. Oh, and thank you guys. Appreciate that. Brian said, I dig the story, but this title card is not doing it for me, Pete. It's too clean. You gotta imagine it's gonna be on the cover. So it's not that the cover is just white. You need the cover art. So the cover art will play with the logo. You'll see. It'll work out. Yes, Kier, worlds collide. Metatron says cosmic. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, Revenger, make it grimy. Make it dirtier. So Rob Geronimo's got his campaign up for Blood Realm, Dawn of the Wolf. He is, the last I checked, and I can't do the math here real quick, 372 plus 389 plus 11,000. Put that all together, he's very close to the 12,000 mark. I know the 12,000 mark, he's going to unlock this resin statue. It's a 5-inch statue here designed by Shadowpunk. And this is going to be available. Oh, he's got to change this on the campaign, though. It should say gray and metallic red. He's doing a metallic red now. He was having problems with the translucent red mixing properly. So there is that statue of Chiron Morvel. That thing looks fantastic. So this right now is in demand. Currently still raising funds, obviously. But it just got in demand about I'd say less than a week ago. And he's super close to that 12,000 mark. Something else, too. We're closing in fast. If you go to alternacomics.com/pre-order, let me put that link here for you. All right. So if you go to alternacomics.com/pre-order, you can pick up a bunch of different pre-orderable items at Alterna. Let me start from the bottom here. We got the King Cryptid campaign, number 5 to 9. This is also on Indiegogo. You can go to kingcryptid.com to access the campaign on Indiegogo. We just got another backer today. We're at 1,020 backers at this point in time. 1,345 will unlock a backer bonus and will also beat the previous campaign total by 1. And we're about 4,000 or so away from beating the previous campaign total monetarily as well. So thank you guys so much for that. This is going to fulfill around July or so. King Cryptid number 5 to 9. Currently available for pre-order. Each and every issue of King Cryptid, for those that don't know, it is self-contained. There is a continuity, but you get a complete story in every single issue. If you're into monsters, mystery, suspense, paranormal, supernatural, there's all kinds of paranormal history throughout King Cryptid. The first 4 issues alone, what do we got? We got a cryptid hunter. We've got a genetic offspring hybridization of the Mothman. We've got a granite beast, which you can see the resin statue of there, which is getting shipped out to me soon, about a week or so. That's a 7-inch statue, too. We just have the gray left for pre-order. We've got a flashback to 1984 involving extraterrestrials, Zeta Reticulans, aliens, Greys, whatever you want to call them. We've got a big swamp monster called Broog. That's issue 4. That's just the first 4 issues alone. You meet all these characters in King Cryptid's world, which is primarily in the New England region. He resides in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. So a lot of the issues take place in the New England region. But eventually we branch out. We get outside of that region. Hell, there's even going to be issues where we get off the planet. And I don't just mean the Blood Moon event. I mean within the realm of the King Cryptid series in and of itself. But issues 5, we got the White Mountain Yeti. Issue 6, we got the Dragon Vanderkind. Issue 7, we got Wendy the Werewolf and William the Wolf. We also have a witch, Tamira the Witch. We meet a new character as well, Dave the Grave Harrelson, who, with the cryptid hunter Victor Lugo, they work together, but they have an uneasy alliance, and it comes to a screeching halt in issue 7. You guys will see why. Issue 8, we touch back with issue 3. With that flashback issue. Now we fast forward 3 years into 1987 in that flashback issue. We see what happens involving those aliens and the kids involved from issue 3. And then issue 9, we've got Puckwudgies. Puckwudgies in Wampanoag folklore are these little goblin-y, kind of shapeshiftery little dudes. They used to be friendly with people until people kind of screwed them over one too many times. And now they play tricks on them, and sometimes those tricks are deadly. Taking a bit of Wampanoag folklore, mixing it with the mythos that's being built in King Cryptid, the Puckwudgies are similar but different to what's in the folklore. And you'll see what King Cryptid is having such a problem with these little guys and what that means. They basically trapped him and are going to offer him up as a sacrifice to their father. Who that is, why they're doing that, and the ramifications of a lot of stuff that goes down in issue 9. Hopefully you guys will read that issue, find out, and continue to enjoy the series. There's a lot going on in this series, but we do it so every single issue you get a complete story. Something else, we've got the April 2024 campaign. These books are going to the printer very soon, and then fulfillment's going to be taking place sometime in May. Shouldn't be too long to do fulfillment. It's a very streamlined campaign. I think maybe 2 weeks it'll take to do fulfillment instead of usually about 3 to 4 weeks, which is what it'll take me on most campaigns. We've got Blood Realm number 14. It came out on a Wednesday, number 21. Unit 44, number 9, and Unit 44, number 10. You can get all of them as well in a bundle. It's just $9 for those 4 comics. Or you can get them digitally. $4 for those 4 comics. And also going back to with King Cryptid, if you're not familiar, Alterna Comics issues are on newsprint. So these are, because of that, they're very affordable. So the King Cryptid issues are $2.25 a piece. If you missed out on issues 1 through 4, you can get them on the Alterna site, or you can get a whole catch-up tier 1 through 9. And you can get that on either the kingcryptid.com Indiegogo, or you can get that on the Alterna site. So these 4 issues for April 2024 are going to the printer very soon. They're all done, ready to go. The trading cards have arrived. So you could see those here. And the King Cryptid foil card should be arriving next week. So once that arrives, I'll show you guys that too. Blood Realm 15 to 18, like I said, if you want unsigned copies, which some of you have, you can get those on alternacomics.com/pre-order. And that completes the Dawn of the Wolf timeline, the story arc that Rob is doing there. And then this, the Hall of Fame 2024 4-issue set. There's only a couple days left for this. 4 days. April 30th is the last day to get yours. There's only 2 left of Blood Realm number 1. 8 left of Red Koi number 1. 11 left of Tinseltown number 1. And 13 left of Trespasser number 1. 50 or less will be produced and sold of these. So keep in mind, we will not be making any more of these ever again. They will not be going back to print, nothing like that. These are commemorative editions. These are honoring these books based on their achievements and the milestones that they've achieved at Alterna. This is the 2024 Hall of Fame inductee class. So Blood Realm number 1 especially, 2 left. Copies number 49 and number 50. If you want these, again, make sure you get them before they're sold out. Make sure you get them before May 1st. April 30th is the last day. And these have holochrome covers, silk-coated interiors, no ads, some bonus art on the inside front cover, inside back cover. And on the back cover, you'll see the same image, but without any of the trade dress on that holochrome cover. So there you have it. alternacomics.com/pre-order. All right. Let's see. Kier says it'll be awesome, or my name isn't Kier. Brian says I'll reserve further judgment and put my trust in the combined powers of the Alterna triple threat. Well, that's the thing too, Brian. You want to imagine when a logo or a title design is shown, it needs to look and be presented as clear as possible because there's no other elements to work with artistically in that scenario. So there might be some kind of a drop, not necessarily a shadow, but a drop to it, or a different color scheme to play up with the cover, or a different kind of element introduced within the logo to work with the cover. So there's always that kind of stuff. But I get what you're saying. And yeah, that was the logo there. I hope you did you catch it? Did you catch it what geeks do? If you didn't catch it, oh man. Let me go back and I'll show it one more time. So there, that's the logo there. So that's the Blood Moon title design for that crossover. Now again, on the cover in and of itself, it's not most likely going to have that red circle part there because it would clash most likely too much with the art that'll be on the cover. So there's all these kinds of elements. This is kind of played up to just promote and maximize the graphic design of this title. All right. Thank you guys so much, though. I'm glad you guys are digging it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. All right. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. And Ken, I'm glad you got that red koi. Good for you, man. Not too many left. Only 8 left. All right. So it looks like we've got one person here. We've got, let's see here, 5 minutes on the clock for them. And perhaps, because I'm all out of promoting my stuff for tonight, this might be the last person of the night. So let's see. All right, RJ, you've got 5 minutes. What's up?
Thank you, Pete. Appreciate it. Hey, we've been promoting crowdfunders for a long time here at Critical Blast. We have them on our show. We do the promo videos, the whole interview shtick. And lately, we've been doing the logistics thing where we've been shipping for people, getting it out cheap. But we've got something new. We're starting to talk to people who've had crowdfunders in the past. And now it's like, yeah, I did that book. Where can I get it now? Well, the crowdfunder's over, so you can't. Yes, you can. What we're doing now is we're approaching creators and we are republishing their works, remastering it, repackaging it, putting them into omnibuses, and we are publishing them. And we are publishing them to the world. We're putting them into retail outlets. We are getting into Amazon. We're getting into Walmart. We're getting into Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Powell's, your grandma's bookstore down the street that is open from 8 to 3 on a Tuesday. They're all there. We're printing them in pocketbook size, and we're printing all genres. We're doing true crime. We're doing graphic novels. We are doing short stories. We're doing full-length novels. We're putting them out in trade paperback size, even larger. So if you want to see your graphic novel in multiple formats, you've got things like grayscale, old things like Carlo and Stuff and Nonsense. That's all available. We are doing anthologies. This is, of course, the most recent anthology we finished, which started with The Devil You Know several years ago, went on to The Devil You Know Better, and which had Mike Barron and Hart Fisher in it, and then The Devil You Know Best, which is the latest one that we've got out. But we didn't stop there. We also have done Grimm's Fairy Tales, which is fully illustrated throughout. We didn't pay them. That was the nice part of it, that unless the Grimms have some ancestor or some descendants that we don't know about. We've also done The Monsters Next Door, another anthology, 20 stories. Each one has a comic book cover at the beginning of it. Just like Diana Olney's The Dead Girl Next Door here, this is how we introduce the stories in this book. We give them each their own comic book cover in the old EC style. We have done young adult novels. This is a superhero novel, but it's not, graphic. We did it in hardcover. Yes, we can do a 5x8 hardcover and a 5x8 paperback. As we've shown, we do paperbacks in all different sizes. We also do your standard comic book size in hardcover and softcover. Here you got big, thick Black Diamond effect from George Peter Gatsis. You've got the hardcover in Contessa from Rich Parada. You've got the floppy of 2100 Samurai from Nick Gibson. Hardcover grayscale. Floppy versions of Melvin 1 and 2 from Tim Olson. All of these are available at criticalblast.com, by the way, as well. You can go to the bookstore. The entire catalog is right there. You can buy it direct. If you saw that Grimm's Fairy Tales and you thought that was pretty nice looking, this is the one we take to conventions. This is the big, thick, fat 540-page hardcover edition of all the Grimm's Fairy Tales collected in one edition. It's a $75 book, though, so it sells better at conventions than it does on website because
you guys aren't printing these, right? You're shipping them.
We are printing them.
You're printing them.
We are printing these. We are publishing. We go through a big printer. We are publishing internationally. And we don't have to distribute these. These are distributed by Amazon. You buy it from Amazon, Amazon ships it.
Oh, okay, wow.
Walmart ships it. Oh, and I didn't get to show the oversized ones, especially the one that we're doing on Kickstarter right now for Perfect 10. This is the mock-up of the Perfect 10 Artist Edition for Paul Rodrigues. You can still get this on Kickstarter right now. Thank you.
Wow, very nice, RJ. Man, fantastic.
Appreciate the time.
Holy smokes. Pete. Before you go, where can they find out more about this?
They can contact me on Twitter or Facebook at Critical Blast. And, being a publisher yourself, you know the rule. If you're paying a publisher to publish you, you're being ripped off. You don't pay us for this. We pay you.
There you go. RJ, thank you so much for stopping by, man.
Thank you, Pete. Appreciate your work.
No problem. Appreciate you. Take it easy. All right. Wow. Man, that's a lot. Holy smokes. All right. We got somebody else here who's joined the show. Let's give him 5 minutes and see what's what. Fusebox, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you? What have you got for us tonight?
I'm doing well. Well, I just wanted to jump on real quick to tell everybody I have got a second chance campaign going for my comic book.
1 second, hold on. I'm sorry. There's
#1.
some kind of interference with the audio. Can you plug it? Well, unplug and plug the headset back in. It's like super static.
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
No problem.
All right. Can you hear me better?
It's still coming through all weird and staticky. That's strange. Do you guys hear it in the chat, or is it just me? Let me know. Because it sounds, there's no static if you're not talking, but as soon as you start talking, it's like crackling. Like there's
Is
some
that
kind of
better?
interference. It still
Oh,
seems like
God.
it's kind of there.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's my...
Yeah, everyone's hearing crackling, a bit of a robo voice. Is it a headset? Is it like an earpiece thing?
No, I'm talking into the phone.
Oh, talking into the phone. That's odd.
Yeah, yeah, should I get out and come back in?
Yeah, try that. It might work.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we'll give him his 5 minutes once he comes back in. Sometimes it's weird like that. Like like that happened to me actually on Sunday before the auction started on the alternate channel. I come in there and I'm hearing myself, and it was really bad. No, that has nothing to do with it, to auto his mic setting. When there's interference like that, that's on his end. That's nothing that I can clear up and clarify. If there's an echo, it's one thing. If there's some background noise, it's another. If there's a volume issue, we can kind of tamper with that. But if there's interference coming through, sometimes if he gets out and he comes back in, it'll readjust. Let's see here. All right, hello?
Is it any better?
Oh, yes, it's a lot better. There we go.
Awesome.
All right, 5 minutes for you. Here we go.
All right, well, my name is Ben, aka the Fusebox, and I am doing a second chance campaign for my comic book, Outlaw Knights, issue number 1. This is issue number 1 of 8. This story takes place in the 31st century. Humanity has begun colonizing into outer space. History is very much repeating itself as the nations of Earth are all at each other's throats, competing over territory and resources. Big Brother is on the rise, but because of the vastness of space, the nations of Earth are having trouble. They're stretching thin. So as a result, we have a new boom in a new golden age of piracy. So crime is at its finest. And in the midst of all this, we've got our main character, Cyrus Lawson, who has had a rough go of it. He's about 20 years old, and he hasn't really been able... He's seen some shit. And so he has moved to a small, out-of-the-way colony called Therese. He has joined the colony guard there, but he's not expecting a lot of trouble. But unfortunately, right from the get-go in issue 1, he has to contend with a ship of space pirates who are invading his settlement looking for a special piece of data. And everybody's got their eyes on this data because it is a rat race in the making. So can our boy Cyrus contend with these pirates? And, well, let's say he may have to confront his very rigid black and white sense of right and wrong, because not everything is as simple as it appears, especially in the 31st century. So we got about 6 days left on our first 30 days, and I'm going to go for another 30 after that. So get in on it, because this book is done. We are ready to shout out as soon as the campaign is complete. And yeah, there's nothing to lose with this one. And hopefully, if we can get past breaking even on this campaign, I'll be able to divert the funds to completing issue 2 so that we can get that one rolling up as soon as possible. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Well, most of it, I'd say 90% of it was sounding great, and then just towards the end there was a little bit of that crackle coming through. So we almost made it. Made it.
Well, it wouldn't be a day on the internet for me if my internet wasn't screwing up in some way.
Cole King, thank you for putting that link in the chat. Appreciate it. And one more time, when does this campaign end?
We got about 36 days left.
Okay. All right, so you got some time. All right. Thank you so much, Ben, for stopping by. And before you go, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter @Knights Outlaw. You can also find me on Instagram @Outlaw Knights. And you can find me on YouTube under the name Fusebox. I run a little channel there. I've been a little lax on streaming lately, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things.
All right. Sounds good. Ben, Fusebox. There it is. Have a great night. Thank you so much again, and best of luck with your campaign.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Take it easy. Have a good one. Man, oh man. All right. So that's it for us tonight. We're going to call it there. Man, yeah, it was so close. Towards the end, just a little bit there. Just a little bit. We almost got out of it. But, oh well. Man, so that was it. The return of open mic. And again, this is going to be the last Friday of every month. So next month, May 31st. We'll see you then. Keep that in mind. This is not going to be a weekly show, even though every Friday I will have an open lines show. You guys can come on, and most of the time that it's a topic that either I'm presenting or you guys are presenting to me, whatever it is you want to talk about. And then I'll have a feedback forum once a month, and I'll have an open mic once a month. So this will be every month. Denali, I really apologize. We're going to wrap up the show. I'm sorry. I see you back there. Everybody, go check out whatever Denali's got. Denali, if you want to put something in the private chat, put a link in there for me, and I'll put it out in the comments before we wrap up. And then that'll be that. But we're going to wrap up and call it a show here. But thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Cole King, you did a fantastic job on the moderating. Holy smokes, getting all those links out. Really, really appreciate that. Kira's just screaming random words about Blood Moon. And Denali, I got that link. I'm putting it in the chat for you. Looks like it's a Kickstarter link. You guys can go check out Immortal Mask. That's Denali's project. All right, there we are. Don, thank you so much. Brian, thank you as well. Comics for Life, thank you too. Everybody, Ravindra, appreciate you being here. And hopefully the next time you're on the show, things will go a bit smoother. But no worries, man. Thank you so much for being here. JW, nice to have the show back. Yeah, especially I think if we do once a month, that'll be good. That'll be a good change of pace for it. Weekly was a bit too much. No problem, Brian. No problem at all. And Cole is the MVP, says Jesus. Kristen, good on you being number one tonight. First guest on the show. Says next time I won't spend half the time trying to unmute. It's a learning experience, this show. A learning experience. And no problem at all, Denali. Hope you have a great campaign and best of luck with it. Cole says, hopefully next time I'll be brave enough to come on. Maddox says, did Ravindra have a link for his project? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think so. Actually, you know what? That's incorrect. He did have a link. He had it's for, I believe it was Webtoon, if I remember correctly. Let me see here. I'll find it in the private chat. Yes. All right, let me put that here for you, and you can go check that out. That was Ravindra's link. Oh, Ravindra's got it there too. Oh, well, Ravindra, see, you're on Twitter, so it's not going to pop up in the YouTube chat, but I got it there for you. So, Maddock, you can go check it out there. All right, that's it. I'm calling it. That's the show. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. I'm going to be back tomorrow night, 9:30 at night Eastern, with True Believer. We're going to be talking about, he wanted to talk about ancient astronaut theory and the Anunnaki and all of that. So that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a supernatural Saturday. We're going to be having that conversation. So if that interests you, join and watch the show tomorrow, 9:30. Me and True Believer talking about all kinds of things. So hope to see you then. All right, everybody, take it easy. All the best to you. And if I don't see you tomorrow, have a great weekend. But if I do see you tomorrow, have a great night regardless. And even better tomorrow. All the best. See you guys soon. Take it easy.